What have we got? Oh yeah, by the way, I think I'm gonna have to swap controller. Look at what my controller is doing. I'm not touching anything right now. I think that after however many hundreds of hours of Xbox thing we've done so far, I think this controller is rip, actually. It's not a problem for any other game, but Rollercoaster Tycoon has no dead zone, like literally zero dead zone. If your controller is in absolutely in perfect condition, then it will drift, which is kind of a huge problem. Um, yeah, hang on, I'm trying to get it to do it again. Okay, I was having issues with this. Maybe I just gotta mess with the stick a bit. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Anyway, what's our scenario that we're doing? I have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I really only finished 8, man. Oh, okay, 9. I finished 9. So you're at 9 out of 86 on that so far. Anyway, today we're doing Aqua Park. Goal is 900 guests in the park at the end of October, year 3. So that's really easy. So that's pretty easy. It looks like we have very little land to build on, is the catch. This park's not that big. I assume we don't have any viable land as well. Nah. Okay, we've kind of got out here. Out here is a decent spot for building. We start with a bunch of these water rides. First things first, we have to fix this. How is this even possible? Wait a minute. How are they ever supposed to get back into the station? Wait a minute. Can they go under? Okay, they can go under the supports. This is terrible, though. We have to fix this immediately. Otherwise, these people are going to get horribly lost. It pains me to do this to you, boat hire, but, like... yeah. I don't think I can put this track under there. Oh, I can put this track under there. Perfect. Alright, there we go. There we go, just gotta fix the boat hire. I was working on the starting soon screen last night, right? And I was going back through all my old parks and just, like, finding stuff to record. First of all, it's hard to record 30 seconds of footage of this game without some kind of breakdown message popping up, which was ruining the video. It's kind of annoying to try to get 30 seconds of clean, nothing breaking down footage. But then also, I went back into, it was Leafy Lake, right? I had like a partially open boat hire in Leafy Lake, and sure enough, as I was trying to, like, just look around the park and see what looked good, boats did get jammed trying to get back into the station. So even if the pathfinding works and the people are able to find their way back to the station, it seems very easy for them to get stuck, where there's just like a... oh, I do have a stray apostrophe. That's probably from starting my timer, because that's my hotkey for starting the timer. But even if the pathfinding on the boat hires does work out, they still have like a traffic jam, and it's bad. So open boat hires, never, basically. I feel like I need to build something cool on this island at some point. But yeah, what have I got? What have we got in terms of this? Where is he? He's mowing grass. Stop that. I'm a bit worried about this crashing. Excuse me, I'm a bit worried about this crashing and killing people, but I guess we'll just leave it until it happens. I guess we'll just let that happen. What have we got for rides? We start with the chairlift, which is exciting. You can just build a chairlift right off the bat. Okay, what am I gonna do? Right, there's that dedicated bar, and in this game, it's a massive pop-up that covers like the entire lower third of the screen, and I think there's no way to turn it off as well. Like, if we come in here, there's nothing. There's no way to stop them from coming in. You just have to, you just get bombarded by them, especially towards the end of the scenario, because the rides get older and they start breaking down. I think that right here is going to be where we start doing some building. I've had a few ideas for stuff I can build that might be interesting. I kind of want to... I don't want this to be low, but I guess I don't have a choice. Oh, here we go. Actually, here's what we're going to do. Oh no, that's... because now it's low. That doesn't work. Hang on, we got to do some actual land work. If I just raise that by 1, I think now we'll get what I want. Yeah. You just have to awkwardly do things like this. I kind of wanted to bring that over, but that's not going to work. Okay. And then I think that looks ugly, so I am going to re-lower that. Actually, I'm just going to raise all of it. How much money do I have? I have 10K. I'm rich. I can do whatever I want. Hey, Pixel. It is Rollercoaster Tycoon's day. Once again, it's time. Can't really see behind this tree, so I guess that the land is probably messed up in that front corner, but I guess I just don't care, actually. I guess it's fine. Special track now available for wooden coaster water splash. Interesting. Yeah, no. I mean, we might play Daisen Ryaku later, because I'm gonna finish this scenario with like a bit over an hour left in the stream, so we might try to get a mission done in Daisen Ryaku, but might also not. We'll see. I have an idea. Build the entrance here and the exit here. And we do... So far, there are 25 missions, and I was really struggling to beat Mission 2. I did beat Mission 2, but it wasn't easy. I had to work for it. Yeah, it's, it's not great. It's not great, for sure. If this could just fit, like, in a slightly... If this could just fit... Like, if we had one more row here, this would fit so perfectly. Or, like, if we just had this square of land... You know, hang on, we basically do have... If we just... build here, though now I have to do... this. And now I can build that there. Alright, perfect. I don't know why I'm trying to cram everything in like that, but I like it. Get a handyman in here. You are patrolling in this area. Have him do, like, just this corner, basically. The park is kinda huge. Like, it goes all the way out here. The path goes all the way out here. The park is kinda huge. I think it's less big than recent scenarios, though. Like, I think that last one we did was probably bigger than this. I feel like I should build water rides as well. Like this is, what's this park called? Aqua Park. So I feel like I should be building just water rides. That would be the thematic fun thing to do. But there's not that many of those, so we'd just be building water slides over and over again. We'd just build tons of water slides. What else have we got? I think that's pretty much it as far as like flat ride type stuff. I think we're just gonna go right into building a roller coaster. Of course, max out the loan for that. I think we're gonna try to put a roller coaster like over here is definitely the play. Like, this is a large expansion area. It's a bit awkward to... You know, I think I see how we can pull this off pretty reasonably. We're gonna put the station, like, right here. And then the line is just gonna be like that. Of course, immediately running into problems. Seems good. Definitely deleting trees along the way. I don't like the look of... Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. Maybe that? I want to build it like in this back quadrant, and then we'll have more expansion area out here. That's my plan. That's totally not gonna fit there. I guess we're just slamming straight into this turn then, because that's how it's gotta be. Goal is 900 guests. 900 guests, 600 park rating, year 3. So another kind of easy one. They're kind of all easy. I don't know if they're ever gonna stop being easy. They might just always be easy. This is a bit awkward because this whole thing is on a hill, so anything that I want to build, I like have to I like have to dig for it. And yeah, I can't build farther than that. This is just gonna be real weird. This is just gonna be real weird, actually. Also, I don't know what I was thinking with this. You know, this might just be bad. This might just be bad, actually. I think I have to delete everything. I'm just deleting everything. I'm not sure what I was thinking with the station backing up directly to the edge of the park. That's gotta be not like that. It can't even be close to like that either. It's gotta be like moved up like this. It's the world's largest lift hill. Look at this thing. Honestly, it's really ugly. Honestly, it's really ugly. And then we can do one of these. Do we even have room for this? I think I do have room. Yeah. One of these. This kind of works, honestly, because of the hill. We're kind of going down the hill. We'll like maybe go all the way back down and then cross back around and try to get to the station. I have to dig this out pretty massively. We're gonna have to fix this later. We're gonna have to fix this later. Not sure what land needs digging for it to let me build this. It's just not... Ah, that's the problem. It's probably this. Yeah, I'll get to that later. Tree allegedly in the way? Alright, there we go. Where am I? This is not lined up correctly. Hold up. Also, we have to go down a bit more still. Yeah, that would work if we were down a bit more. Which we are not. Ferris wheel now available. I think I just have to do this back here. Yeah, I just have to do some digging. I just have to do a little bit more digging. Like that, maybe. And then a whole lot more digging. Actually, we have to... this whole... You know what? This whole ending is going to be in a tunnel. Fuck it. Fuck it, why not? We're going in the tunnel. Can't tell what the problem is. I think the problem is this spot here. Okay, great. Good ride. Let's see if this works. I'll make it look less ugly later. I also have to fix this whole thing in here. Yeah, I definitely need more mechanics. This ride is kind of garbage. This kind of looks like trash. I think what I should have done, I think it should go down and then it should go up and down and back around like that. Yeah, this ride looks really bad. Nah, it looks sick as hell. I kind of disagree. Also, we have way more speed than I thought we were going to have at this point. Look how fast... I thought we were going to have, like, no speed at the end. But we've actually still got kind of a lot of speed. I am going to do the thing I just said I was going to do. I kind of want this to turn and go up like that. I should have waited. Or wait, are we gonna... Is it calculating? Is it going to tell me... I closed the ride, like, immediately. I don't know if it's going to give me... Vert G's is 3.27, so this ride might be bad, actually. I don't think this is working. Oh yeah, lat G's is even worse. This is bad. I don't know why this is bad. I banked all the turns. Also, yeah, it's just like not calculating. Well, let's see. What part of it is bad? I banked all the turns. Oh, it's probably the ending. It's gonna be the ending, because I'm way faster than I thought I was gonna be, so I didn't bother banking that. That's why. I did make this wooden coaster, yeah. You can tell it's mine because of the stats. So this definitely needs to, like... We gotta do a little thing here to make the ride lose some speed. We gotta do a thing here to make the ride lose some speed. I think we're gonna do it here. I think that right here, we're gonna do some stuff. The first corner is too fast. Nah, it's banked. It's banked. The first corner's good. Maybe. Shoot, now we've just got crap dug everywhere. Too much dug. Okay, no. Still no. I built a big mess. I built a very large mess here. The problem is that still won't connect up because we have to I mean, this might be fixable. I'm not sure if this is even fixable. I think if I do this, I think that's fixed. Yeah, okay. All right, let's try this. I put a little extra hill in, which might hopefully make it lose some speed. Probably not, though. I could also maybe make it go, like, back here at the end. Like, we could go up and then back down. Yeah, I'll pull the chart up. We'll see exactly what the problem is. I'm very certain that the lat G's issue was this turn at the end, though. Unbanked, super fast turn. Because I thought we were going to have, like, no speed coming into this ending, and it turns out we have a lot. Yeah, like, see, that first turn's not the problem. Oop. We do, yeah, right here as well. We're still too fast. And we are crazy on the vert Gs throughout the entire ride. Well, let's see. Let's see the stats now. I think they're still borked because yeah, max lateral Gs is still all guests are just like breaking their spines on these turns at the end. Yeah, it's still the same terrible stats. Um I think the real solution is to just make the hill a little bit shorter. I could bank these at the end, but to be honest, what I really want to do is to just make the ride be slower at the end. I want to use up as much of our speed as possible. And the reason for that is because we're gonna have two trains on this coaster. The the station is long enough that we're gonna have two trains, and I don't want the train to come into the station so fast that it'll crash into the back of the other one and blow up, you know? I don't want that to happen. So I'm trying to make it enter the station with not that much speed at the end. I think we could maybe just make the lift hill a little bit less tall. This does sort of mess with things a bit. But like, if we just make the lift hill a little bit less tall, like to here, what does that do for me? How do we get these things to connect now? I don't know that we do get them to connect. Okay, yeah, here we go. There. So if we make the hill a little bit shorter... I feel like that looks slightly less stupid, too. Having the hill a little bit shorter. I feel like the hill looked kind of bad. I can also bank the turns, of course. I could even put like a brake run in the tunnel or something. Put some brakes in there. That's still definitely way too fast. Yeah, lat G still spikes over 3 at the end. That's still way too fast. Where's my stats that are about to calculate and be terrible? Yeah, it's still the same garbage stats because of that. The nausea rating is insane. I don't know why that is. Let's just try... I wanted to be stubborn about it, but let's just try banking it, I guess. What if I put a water... Hang on. I have a dumb idea. What if we do a water splash? Oh, no, it's too large. The water splash is too big. Maybe 2 breaks in there. Let's just see what this does. Let's just see what this does. This is now banked, and there's breaks in the tunnel. As is typical for me, I'm spending the, I'm spending the entire first year of the scenario on one coaster. Somehow the park rating isn't terrible, even though my rides are all broken down and there's probably, like, puke on everything. Okay, yeah. See, check that out. That's gonna have fixed it. That's gonna have actually fixed it. It does peak at 3 vert Gs throughout the entire ride, but in my opinion, that's fine. Okay, there, we fixed it. 5.97 excitement. I'll take that. This is Aqua Park, yeah. I will totally take that. We fixed it. Let me just do some stuff. Resculpt the land over there a little bit. This is a disaster. This is a big disaster zone over here. Screw it. I'll fix that later. I'll fix that later. I want to get this thing open. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I gotta enable the name a thing. Yeah, I forgot to turn that on. I am not a very good streamer. I will name it as soon as I'm done building all of the path. And we're gonna need a lot of path for this because the people are gonna love this. There we go. The excitement rating's actually not that high. It's not that good. It's not even 6, so it's actually kind of bad. But the people are gonna love it. Also, I can do some stuff to try to get the excitement up. And I think I will do some stuff. I think I will do some stuff to try to get the excitement up. Yeah, just adding, like, path over and under the track helps. And we're gonna build something back here in this corner. So we're gonna have path over it. And then scenery around the ride helps. So we can take some trees. How much did that cost me to build? That cost me so much money to build. That was insanely expensive. Like, this will allegedly help a little bit. Just placing trees around like that. Yeah, look, that got me up to 6.14. That's better. The underground section gets us some excitement, I'm pretty sure, as well. Okay, now let me actually do some park management stuff here, though. The people are hungry. Burger. Information kiosk, and let's go ahead and pump up the umbrella price, of course. I can't just, like, type in the price. I do have to sit here and hold this. Yeah, that's not a joke. I could do that. That would make sense. Not the worst idea in the universe. We're gonna need more food and drink stalls. But I'll get to that when I get to that. I did not build bathrooms. But yeah, right here, that probably would look pretty good. I don't really love, I wish we had an option for water fountains that wasn't this, you know, like these massive ones. I wish we had like some kind of smaller water feature option. I feel like I should have used the splash track in this ride as well, and I didn't. Let's see, we're gonna need some handymen. Get you. We'll just be in charge of this area, I guess. Definitely need more mechanics. I think that this ride is slow enough now that even if we get a brakes failure, well, I think brakes failures do apply to non-station brakes. We were talking about this before. I think that if we get a proper brakes failure, this will still go way too fast and end up crashing and killing everyone. I'm going to, let's try to get this inspected every 10 minutes. Just to make sure that that doesn't happen, or to try to make sure that that doesn't happen. How much tapio coin? Well, name a thing. However much that is. It's like 3,000, something like that. Name a thing means anything, if it is nameable. That does include the name of the park itself. I think I want the Ferris wheel to be like right here. What's that other? Oh, I got the slide at some point too. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. I have to do really annoying stuff. I have to do really annoying stuff. I'm gonna build this at a higher elevation. That. I swear to God, I'm just gonna... Sorry. Sorry, guests. I'll fix it in a minute. I just... Okay. Maybe we could do like... something like that. Ooh, that didn't actually raise the whole land. Get that in there as well. You know what? That means that we should also raise this inner land, though. Like so. And that means we should put something on it, like probably blue flowers. That. Okay, that's probably as good as that's gonna get. Umbrella Corporation. You can name the info kiosk. I mean, I guess you could name anything, but I wouldn't have thought of that. Can name the info kiosk. Where can I put this, like... Yeah, that's the closest that's gonna get. And I can't put that there. So, actually, this is kind of bad. Actually, this spot sucks. Never mind. Never mind, this spot sucks. Delete that. Yes, they're hungry. The park is too big. I gotta, like... First of all, there needs to be... Yeah, I have to do all, like, the park management-y type stuff. Get all of the... I gotta get all the trash cans placed. It's weird that this is just a complete dead end. I think I'm gonna have to, like, connect this, to be honest with you. I think I'm gonna connect this. I don't like that this is just a total dead end. But, yeah, we gotta, like, place stalls all over the place. We gotta hire people for the whole park. A lot of boring park management stuff has to be done. I think this is where I'm gonna do this. Burger, open, drinks, open, info, open, and that is syncing. Yes, that is syncing with the umbrella prices. Bathrooms. There you go. I basically just have to do this in a few different places. Let's go ahead and connect these. Just gonna spend the path money and do it now. Okay, next trash cans. I kind of like, this is the sort of thing that you just have to do in, like, every scenario. That's kind of annoying. You kind of just always have to do this stuff. People do like to sit and eat, but my understanding is that they can walk and eat just fine. And if they can walk and eat... Wait, how does this... Man, there's tons of underground path there. That's actually weird and annoying. Okay, there we go. Trash cans on the whole park. And we need more handymen. Gotta start building up the handyman army. But Wait, did I set him to... Yes, I did set him to not mow the grass. Get a third mechanic down as well, just because why not? Oh yeah, they've totally... Disney definitely has that statistic somewhere, somehow. Optimal trash can placement. I mean, that makes sense, like, just having a trash can visible at all points. Imagine being the guy whose job it is to just, like, stand in every part of the park and be like, can I see the trash can? But that makes sense. I feel like if you can see a trash can, then you'll use the trash can. But I bet that there are definitely... I mean, personally, I would never, like, throw trash on the floor or on the ground or whatever. But people probably would if they couldn't see the trash can. But I feel like almost no one would do that if they could see the trash can. That makes sense to me. Let's see. We can build the swinging pirate ship. I just like place it against the boat hire. Would this be weird? There's a trash can every 30 steps exactly, huh? And you know, the controls are not that bad, Hahumi, actually. Like, I think that pretty much anyone would complain about the controls. Like, the controls are not good exactly, but they're really less bad than you might think, I think, you know? I think this looks like garbage, but oh well, I built it. It's staying. It's definitely just like a mouse interface, but I don't know, I'm kind of unbothered. It's not a game where you need to be very fast. Like, if I were trying to play, I don't know. I mean, they actually did port StarCraft to N64. That's a thing they did at one point, which is insane. But, like, if you were trying to play, I don't know, some kind of, like, RTS or something, where you're trying to do lots of inputs, and maybe at some point you're trying to do something now, you know? It could be a problem. But this is a pretty chill game, where you just, like, click on things sometimes. So it's not that big of a deal if the controls are, like, not the fastest possible way to do everything. I like this menu. The radial menu, of course, is good. There's a reason why, like, every shooter uses these radial menus now for weapon select and stuff like that. It's because they're good. Yeah, the closest food is all the way over there or all the way over here. So maybe more stalls here would work. I think I want to build my next ride, though, like right here. I think I want to build my next ride. How much money have I got? Only 6K. Well, I'm about to have a lot more money. Build Lake Burger. I think that I wanna I mean, I don't actually have that much space back here to build anything. I really do at some point want a piece of path to go over. I mean, apparently this is like Giga Cheese, but apparently you can just like if we really just want to hack excitement real quick, Apparently you can just do like this, and this will improve the excitement of the ride, because now there's path over part of it. I think all you need to do is this, maybe. You know, I'm actually gonna do, this is gonna be a decorative choice. We're gonna use path like this. Could we have gotten no? I actually hate this. There's no way to not have guardrails on it. And it's also like too low, so it just looks pretty weird. I kind of don't like that. But I think this might improve the excitement of the ride. We'll have to wait for them to do a run and then we'll see. Weirdly, not getting a lot of customers on this. It's apparently really good value. I do have a handyman who's scheduled to pick up that vomit eventually. Yeah, actually this path over the station is quite ugly. I think I'm going to delete that if it doesn't improve the excitement. Oh, that would be funny. Yeah, I don't think I want to pay 40 a month for an entertainer to live on this path, but we just got him up there advertising the ride or whatever. He just like, it's like when you see people on the side of the road holding a sign advertising like a store or something. This guy is just here to call out to people on the path and tell them to go on the ride. Yeah, that's not improved my excitement at all. I think we can change his costume. We only have 3 animal choices. Name the mascot Pixel. There, it's you. Unlike Peeps, we don't need to provide food and bathrooms for the entertainers. They do it for free. He'll stay up there forever and he'll like it. I think maybe the reason why there's no line is actually just because the throughput is too good on the ride because of the second car, the second train or whatever. Okay, 7.2K. What are we researching? A new roller coaster type. Clearly the next coaster has to go right here. This is the spot. I don't have enough money for this, but I really do at some point want to try building... At some point I want to try building a, like a synced, like the 2 coasters next to each other that launch at the same time. That's a thing that was just pre-built in one of the earlier scenarios. And I want to build that at some point. I want to try doing that, but I feel like that's just incredibly expensive. Yeah, dueling coasters. Oh man, vandals have broken all of the all of the lamps on this path. And these benches. I think I don't have a handyman assigned over here, and that might be the problem. Hang on. Yeah, I don't have one assigned to this part of the path. Yeah, like everything is just broken on this part of the path. It's not good. Ooh, broke part of the fence. Yeah, that is normal. Even though this game has lamps, and you can place lamps. Apparently lamps do literally nothing, and there is no night cycle. There's no day-night cycle. I don't think 2 has it either. I think Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 is when they added the day-night cycle. And then lamps actually do something. I mean, I still don't know if they have a gameplay function, but at least they light up at night. In this game, lamps do literally nothing. Yeah, hopefully, I'm a little concerned about this water slide for sure. The way there's this big drop straight into a turn. I'm pretty sure someone is totally gonna fly over this turn at some point. This is just pre-built. I didn't build this water slide, but like it's dangerous. It's definitely dangerous. OpenRCT2 has like all kinds of stuff. It's interesting that it's interesting to me that they just like have added so many features that weren't in the original games. Like they have no interest in perfectly recreating the originals or anything. They're like, nah, fuck that. We're just gonna start adding stuff. Different philosophy to what I feel like I'm used to with projects like that. I can just slap a shuttle loop down somewhere. Like, this looks like a great spot for a shuttle loop, doesn't it? Right here. Not sure why I can't build. Ah, apparently I can build it right here. This is weird. I don't know why I can't build it here. Can't construct this here. Okay, now I can do it. Always a good idea to just slap down a shuttle loop from time to time. Free money. We'll make the queue, like, go next to the loop. Can I get closer? I can't get closer than that. Perfect. Yeah, I kind of want to build a water ride. It is Aqua Park. And the fact that it's Aqua Park honestly makes me feel like we should, like, hang on. I think everything should probably be, like, a bluish color scheme. That looks like ass. That looks like ass. I think this is always going to look like ass. I don't think wood should be blue. I think this is always just going to look kind of cursed. Mistakes may have been made. I should have used blue path for up here as well. It's kind of too late to fix that. Does it look sick? I feel like it looks like radioactive, where it's just like, keep me away from that. Why is it so blue? What if the supports were white? That's a bit better. I think I'm down with this. I think that works. Looks like a negative colored ride. It looks like it's just, we've got the invert color filter just for right here. We've got 8K. I think it's time to build coaster number 2 them. We're in April year 2 now. It rains a lot in this park. A lot of free money. Alright, I have no idea where I'm putting the station for this thing. Or what I'm even building, honestly. I guess we're gonna build a steel roller coaster? Sure. I feel like the station has to go like this, and then we're just gonna have an underground section at the end. Why does that not fit? There we go. That fits. I guess if I put the loop in the back, I can't, like, put a track through it. We're committing to not putting a track through the loop. That's okay. See, this goes up to 23. And probably do like this. Yeah, one tile maze is available now. They they just unlocked it. I think I don't like that. I think I don't like this being so steep. No. We don't have. The splash element is, that's a wooden coaster thing. That just puts me right back here. Okay. Now we have to somehow bring it home. Gonna slap a loop right after a hairpin turn? Sure am. What's wrong with that? Everyone loves coasters that go in loops, so there's some loops. Wish I could see which piece of land was too low when I was doing this, but I can't. I think it might be this back here. No. This, you just have to like, you literally just have to do like, just ruin the land and then unruin it later. It's the only way to build anything underground because you just can't tell what they want from you ever. What do they want from me here? I have no idea. I don't know why this isn't working. They highlight some of the tiles that are relevant, but they don't highlight all of them. Okay, there we go. It was that tile that was stopping me. So that looks like ass now and needs fixing. One more. It doesn't connect. That doesn't connect, actually. It's not even close to connecting. We're way too high up. Wait, do I have it? No, because see, this is gonna... Unless I do one of these. Okay, there we go. It works. Let's see. Let's just see what happens then. Yeah, we'll fit. Track is not a complete circuit. Never mind. I thought that was gonna work. It sure looks like it works. Okay, now it works. Just have to fix the, like, twisting recently. I have not saved recently, no. This game seems like it doesn't crash. We've played 24 hours of this, and it's never crashed before, so I'm never too worried about saving. Okay. Makes it. It makes it. And then it's still really fast in the ending. But it's only one train, so it's fine that it's really fast in the ending. And we banked all the turns the whole way, so this should be fine. Max positive vertical Gs is 3.25, but I think that's okay. Yeah. That's cool. We're gonna roll with that. This is our ride. First try. I think that the car will be going faster when it has guests in it. I think that's the way it works in this game. And maybe also the way it works in real life, I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure that, we're fine. And they should always make that last turn. I'll keep an eye on it, maybe, in operation. Honestly, what I want to do... Ah, whatever. I don't care. Just gonna build the path like this. This isn't gonna be incredibly awkward, though. Like, this is gonna have to... You know, I think what I want to do is really just connect it like that, and then... do like a this type of deal. This is totally covering... This is totally covering that other ride now. But, oh well. No, I have to do this back here. Like that. And then there you go. This kind of looks completely terrible. This looks super awful, but we're gonna roll with that. And that should be good, and there's only one train, so we don't have to worry about a brake failure. I'll just place some trees around or whatever as well. I'm not really building to the theme at all. The theme is supposed to be Aqua Park. I'm just building roller coasters anyway. The roller coasters on the water would have been nice. Maybe I will build a roller coaster on the water. Like we put the station here, and then it like goes out over the lake. I also feel bad building on top of the lake though, because then it's like we're just building shit on top of the lake. I feel like that never looks good. Whatever, we've got a handyman now just for this and nothing else. Just for this tiny corner. Also, this is bugging me. Hang on. Yeah. That'll do. That little corner where you can just escape from the path if you wanted to. There's a ton of puke back here, handyman. A lot of unattended to vomit in the back corner of the park. Maybe I'll build a log flume. We'll put the station like here, and then it'll just be like a drop. And then it'll just like squiggle its way back up the hill. Something like that. Having a lot, like, I don't think I can beat this log flume in terms of quality, though. Oh, it's even a dueling log flume. Nah, we already have 2 log flumes. Can't build a third. I can't build anything better than this, though. Chris Sawyer's got me beat with this thing. These are pretty sick dueling log flumes. Hmm. Oh yeah, I can do my, Hang on, where are we sticking this thing? Where are we sticking this thing? There's kind of no place for it. I just had an idea, though. We should do a car ride at the water level. That might be fun. Wait, what is... Yeah. Where's the car ride? I might even just put this... Put the station on this lake path. I'm not sure where else I'm gonna put this. Like right here is perfect, actually. Is the dinghy ride stuck? Wait, where is it? No, it's oh, hold up. Hold up, it is stuck. It looks like each guest shoves the... Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, we're cooked. Well, it looks like every time... Hang on, I think what's gonna happen... I'm gonna watch it. It's interesting that they implemented the physics like this. It's like a fully elastic collision, right? It's like the Newton balls. The whatever you'd call this, the raft in the back hits this, and it transfers all the energy to the raft in the front. I think the chain keeps moving back, so at some point, the chain is gonna hit the back of it's gonna hit the chain lift and then potentially unstick itself. How did this happen? When did this happen? Has it? Guests aren't complaining because they're technically fine. Oh no, they might have broken it. Oh, now we might be fucked. The collision mechanics are so interesting to me. No, it's kind of unstuck now. I think we're fine. The important thing is that every person in the back... We have like 4 rafts here, though. This is so messed up. But everyone's moving forward, so I think we're like literally fine. Oh, okay, nope. It just... We're not fine. We're not fine. Everyone's still kind of moving. Yeah, now we've sort of just got 3 people stuck up here instead of 2. Like, this seems really not ideal. Now we've got 4 people. At some point, we're gonna run out of pushing rafts, though, I feel like. Yeah, like, as long as nobody's dying, and... Like, the guy in the front ultimately does get bumped forward to finish the ride, so he's like... Like, guests are not getting stuck on the ride for long periods of time. Except like they're accumulating, you know? This is a little bit sketchy. Right now we've got 4. Like, this dude is probably free. We've kind of got 3 that are just stopped. And I feel like every collision does take a little bit of energy. So like at some point they're gonna fail to push the 4th guy all the way through to the rest of the ride. And then there's just gonna be 4 that are stuck here. I'm just afraid that we're gonna end up in a situation where every single slide, every raft is just in this part and they're all just sitting there somehow. Like once enough, I feel like once enough collisions are happening in this area, like once we have enough stuck rafts, the amount of energy that's lost to friction on each collision is gonna make it so that, like, the guy in the back coming up from here, you know, the energy of the dude coming off the chain lift is, by the time it reaches the front of the chain, it's not gonna be enough. I could, but I kind of want to see what happens. I'm really curious where this goes. We're at 896 guests. Like, see, now things are kind of unclogging a little bit, but, like, not really. I don't think the ride breaking down would do anything. We don't have that thought, though. Like, the guests are actually fine. They think it's great. Because the guy at the front of the line, like, it's a bit weird. Like, this guy is going to be here for a while, but not that long. So it's kind of okay. It's kind of okay until everyone gets stuck, and then it'll stop being okay. Bumper car is now available. Gotta build that. I want to build my car ride on the water at some point. I really wonder how this started. You know, like how did someone go up the chain lift, down the little hill here, and then still manage to stop on this turn? How did they do that? But yeah, this is like example number 500 for why these water slides are a bad idea. Ah, well, rip merry-go-round. It's funny when you can hear it fail like that. Yeah, I think that must have been it, right, Hahumi? I feel like there was probably a really slow raft, which would mean not that many, like 2 really light guests with 2 really heavy guests behind it. And so the raft in front was moving extra slow and the raft in back was moving extra fast, and that's how it happened. Well, we'll come back to that. We're gonna have to do some tricky stuff here. We're gonna have to do this. I don't know if this is gonna look good or not. Nah, that definitely doesn't look good. I think we just want it to be at 6. And then just have them driving around in the water. Doesn't really look as good as I was hoping it would. Yeah, it's 900 guests and 600 rating, which we basically already have. I could just make it go around. Yeah, I could just make it go around the, like, all in there. Just like a giant loop. At that point, I'm like, why am I not just building, like, a train or something, though? Or better yet, why am I not just building the classic? A chairlift. Oh no. Okay, what's happened? Yeah, it's exactly as I feared, chat room. Look at this. Alright, close it and open it. I thought it was just a matter of time until that happened. Yeah, I think I'll put a station here. How high up are the station? I can't really tell. I think that's okay. Alright, very epic. Good chairlift. Just sort of goes around the lake. I guess I kind of have to put that there. I don't like that, actually. Thank you. Oh, wait, but then the chair, hang on. But then the chairlift covers that, so I can't actually put path here, really. Nah, because the chairlift. This whole thing has to sort of be the other way around. Unless I can do, hang on. Can we get a path over the station? I doubt it. No. Unless. Yes. That's cool, Lazy Child. I'm always like honestly kind of surprised to see people's like recaps like that and to see myself in them. I I think that's crazy. Um Pretty cool. I think my tops are I think my top I think that my top ones are like what was it? I think number 1 was PMC. It was like PMC Trilogy, Pi, Spike Vegeta, SG, and Yimo. That was the top 5. You made my top 5, Yimo. You're a pro streamer. My top 5 categories had games for smart horses in it, or puzzles for smart horses. This is pretty funny. That's the shoe horse category. He only streams to puzzles for smart horses. One of my top 5 was game. I don't know who I watch who just streams to game. I think it must be SG. I think that must be an SG thing. Yeah, we have to do some construction here. Guests are going to complain about getting lost for a bit. And they're going to have to deal with that. We got work to do. There we go. Alright, open for bit. Ride must start and end at the stations, which it does. Oh, it's because I made a loop. You don't make a loop. Right, right. I always forget that. Well, maybe I can... Hang on. Can we just change... No, it has to be station to station mode. Okay, so I did screw this up a little bit. This doesn't actually need to be here. Which really means I didn't have to do tricky stuff with the path here. But, it's kind of lame now as well. But whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, that does kind of suck. I don't think I had other transport rides. The train can do a loop like that if I had built the train around the lake, but I didn't. Oh well. Gonna stick these around in an attempt to make the ride 5% less lame. That's not saving it at all. The fountains are not saving this. Go ahead and as usual, we gotta speed the chairlift up as well. Yo, what's up, Stir-chan? Very rude. September year 2? Alright, I feel like... What's like an underused... I feel like this area has to have something interesting in it. Something interesting has to go here. Oh, well, first of all, gotta stick the bumper cars somewhere. That's important. I mean, if I move some path around a bit. Okay, hang on. We're gonna put the bumper cars in this corner. It's just gonna be a little bit strange. Oh wow. Look at how bad the vandalism in this corner is. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but at some point guests just absolutely vandalized the entire park. I think because I didn't have I don't think I had the handyman up and running yet. They just like destroyed everything. Okay, but now we can do this and that. This guy is never gonna find his way back to the path, is he? And now we do that, and now we stick a queue line in. I'm gonna make the queue line, like, match this one. Actually, wait, hold up. I'm gonna do a different colored queue line. I've been using the blue queue lines this entire time. You've heard of dueling coasters, but now, dueling queue lines. Okay, I don't think I can quite get that to go up there without wrecking everything. We've always had access to I think there's like 4 different colors of queue line path. We've always had access to that. I've just never... I don't think I've ever done anything except the default queue color. Do we still have... Okay, we do have someone who's supposed to be covering that path. We don't have anyone covering back here, but I think I don't care. It's pretty bad back here, actually. Pretty bad back here. This should be like the last handyman I need, though, probably. Someone is covering that. Supposedly, someone's got that square right there. Maybe. Yeah, you can. I wonder if I should have maybe done something to try to, like, clean this up so that that wouldn't happen again. I'm fine with just being alerted to it and then closing and reopening whenever it happens, as long as it's not a crash. If it's a crash that kills people, then it like ruins your park value, so I really don't want deadly crashes to happen, but people getting stuck every now and again is okay. You can just go in and unstick them. This spot... I have not built a balloon stall. I have $16,000. Something's gotta go here, right? Maybe it's time for another water slide, even though I just said that those rides were bad. I have an idea. I have a water slide idea. No, because then I can't bring it back around there. How do you make a water slide that doesn't, like, suck horribly? How does anyone do this? Can they even go steep? They can go steep. I feel like that's kind of cursed, a water slide that's like a practical straight drop like that. But, okay. Hang on. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I want to build it so that you're on the water slide, on, like, at the surface of the water, if possible. So I feel like that'd be cool. Observation tower get. I think what I can do... I think what we can do is this. Not path, not path, dig. This doesn't really, like, look the way I want it to look, though, you know? It doesn't really look the way I want it to look. Like, even if I do this, like, it doesn't... It's not good. I feel like you're still, like, in there, and it doesn't... It just wouldn't look very good. That could be interesting. Yeah, hang on. We have to do some ugly stuff with the land for that. I think I can't raise or lower this. I think I have to do that like that. And then how am I ever getting back to the station? Good question. I'm sure everyone would like to know. I have no plan. I have no idea how we're going to get back to the station. But that does look pretty cool. Oh, wait, shit, yeah. How are we going to get back to the station? This is just like... not good, right? This is just actually not good. Because how are we going to get back here? We'd have to stay underground and then pop up at the end. Don't do the turn? Yeah, don't do the turn. I want to see it go underwater. Like, I want it to, this? This is land. Even that's... I guess I see what you mean. Hang on, yeah. We can build... If we can take this and do that with it. And then we can take this and do that with it. And then there you go. I guess still too early? How is that still too early? It doesn't get lower than that. Oh, no, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Like, we dig this down like that. And then there you go. Yeah, no, you're right. And now I can just do whatever I want down here, because you'll never see it and I don't care. Great, okay. This is just like that water slide. It's not like that at all because it's not going back up. There's no... We did accidentally build the water slide that cuts your head off. We did accidentally build that earlier in the playthrough. Like, first water slide I built was totally... I realized halfway through I was just building that. But, It's fine. Pretty much every turn, or every hill, always has to have a, We've always got to have the chain lift on it, otherwise bad things can happen. Also, we're, like, not lined up correctly at all, and I could fix this underground, or I could just fix it here. Nah, I can't really fix it here. This is just bad. We got to make sure we're lined up correctly while we're still underground. So that's gonna be... Maybe? No, I think it's gotta be one more. I think this is correct. We're gonna fix all of this later. Right now, we're digging up the center of the lake, but we're gonna fix all of this later. And yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Oop, shoot. Uh-oh. Does this still not work? Because we have to... so you have to, like, get that... Okay, hang on. Gotta start going up a bit earlier. $13... And turn into the station. Okay. This is like the smallest, lamest station too. Like we're not going to be able to... The throughput on this is going to be awful. The throughput on this is going to be really bad. I can't like look down there to fix this. It's just... How am I going to fix this? We've dug these really deep pits that I can't get down there to fix it. Oh, make the tool bigger. Good idea. Good idea. That will fix it. Yeah. Shout out Smuck 1000, dude. One of the smartest people I know. There's still like a weird corner there. Like, what is this bit of grass? What are these like bits of grass there? I feel like that's just like bugged or something. Why does that look like that? Yeah, especially because the corners change when you change angle. That's just like bad. That's just messed up. Alright, well, this is pretty much the worst ride I've ever built in my life, so... Entrance and exit buildings. I'm gonna put the entrance on the other side and exit here. And then we're just gonna do like a... Let's go green queue line. Guess I can put this under, maybe. Will it go under? Water slide in the way. Yeah, I can't see shit. We gotta get rid of all these trees. What level am I even trying to get to here? Like, this is now way too high up. Like, I think that's still too high up. Okay, that would connect. I think I'm just tunneling through this mountain, honestly. At this point, I think I'm just tunneling through. We're just going for this. It's too high up still. Alright, well, whatever. I mean, whatever. I mean, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do that. The ride's already bad. I don't have to worry too much about it being even worse. Let's... If that connected, that would be great. If that connected, that would be genuinely great. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Why would that ever make sense? No, hang on. Damn it. If only. This is just super messed up in every way it's possible for something to be messed up. Alright, great ride. Truly excellent. I can't even really... We never tested this thing. Oh, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Literally, what is the worst that's gonna happen? It's totally enclosed in there. See, look, it's fine. This thing is gonna have an excitement rating of like 0.0. It was an idea. It was an idea that we've done, and now we know it's lame and that we don't have to do it again. I could have built an exciting ride underwater to make the excitement rating good. But, okay, 4.86. It's actually good. It'll do. Like, it'll honestly do. And the guests are complaining about the disgusting state of the paths. Even though I've got handymen that should be covering it, and they're not. For some reason. Literally have handymen covering this already, but okay. There must be some path somewhere that just, like, looks really bad. Some piece of path that I'm not covering. Like, for why right in here is there nobody? Use the thought map. This path is disgusting. They're saying it. I can't even tell. Just everywhere. Apparently right here is bad, it looks like. Yeah, right here is kind of bad. Well, I'm super rich. Even though someone is supposed to be covering this, I guess I'll just make it this guy's job now. We've got all kinds of puke on this little extension that I built. Even though someone is supposed to be covering that and they're not. Someone was covering most of it. There's like a tiny bit that wasn't covered, I think. That just looks super weird. I actually think I hate this ride. I actually think I hate this, and there's no way to even fix it. Because if I place these around, it'll just look stupid. I almost want to, like, color this red, and it's like a Descent into Hell themed ride. I don't think so. Not that I know of. I think literally anything else would have looked better here. This is so ugly. This is so ugly, dude. Oh, well. Maybe if I could, like, somehow get a ride in here, that could save this part of the park. If we stick the observation tower here, how on earth would the path ever connect? I think it just wouldn't. I think there's no way we can possibly get a path in here that isn't, like, nightmarish. That my original plan was to have a car ride right here, and then I got the idea for the slide that goes into the water, and then it was all downhill from there. The original plan was a car ride. I could have, like, we could put the station for the car ride here, like this way. And then the car ride just comes around in here and then goes back. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, actually. Yeah, this is gonna require a whole lot of digging. Uh-huh. Interestingly, if you just press the dig button, you put the first station, and then have it go directly into the hill. Okay, so like so most of the station would be underground. We build the first station like here. This should be go-karts. Screw the car ride, man. We just unlocked go-karts. This doesn't quite line up the way I was hoping it would. We're already a bit in trouble here. I guess what I can do... No. Like, this is... Like, with the whole go-karts is just underground now. That's no good. I think we gotta move this over by one, actually. I think I gotta do what I just did with the building, but over by one. So I can have it pop out of the hill. We get that over there? Nah, not really. If I do this? Nah, still not really. What if I do this? Yes. Okay. Alright, that's basically perfect. That's basically perfect. Check that out. That's pretty cool, actually. It looks kind of bad, but we can recolor some things and do some landscaping. Okay, hang on. No, it's not quite perfect, actually. We want to fill the space out a bit better. But that's easy enough to do. I don't want underground view on right now. Go away. I still have underground view on. How did that happen? Oh, underwater is what I turned off. Oh, but then I can't. Can I not actually use this space better? I think I can, but I have to, like, dig. I think I have to dig the hill out a little bit more for this space. I don't actually know if that's better. The more I dig out of the center, the more it looks bad, I think. But also we have to do that. Also, where the hell are my entrance and exit buildings gonna go? Not ideal at all, how I've done this, is it? The vandalism in the park. There's probably this vandalism crap everywhere. Yeah, that's super not great, actually. Whoop. Yeah, it's hard to delete just vandalism. Without also deleting the whole path that it's on. Okay, so then, how is this gonna work? Because this can just do that, like, that's connected now. But the entrance building... I guess I could do that. And that side is blocked off. Yeah, but there's really no way around it. We have to, do I not have more room right here? I think I actually don't have more room right there. Yeah, that does go right up against. I think what I have to do, hang on, here's what we're gonna do. First of all, I don't want to bother the guests. So, no entry. No entry. We're just gonna have to rework the path network around here a little bit. Oop. No entry. We're just gonna have to rework the path network around here a little bit. Like, if we have that hug this corner, then now we've got a bit more room to work with. And then we'll just do that for now. Alright, not one of my finer works, but there you go. There you go. It's a masterpiece. I'm more of a I don't like big messes type of person when it comes to this. To me, a masterpiece would be less of like a sprawl. Though this one angle is pretty interesting. The way we've got the slide and the go-karts and the two log flumes all in frame. This is going on the pre-roll for sure. Maybe I could even put hang on, you know what would make this incredibly powerful? Somehow putting a Ferris wheel right here. And maybe not a Ferris wheel, but some kind of ride on top of this hill. Kind of blocked the view of the lift hills here, actually. Never mind. Yeah, if I flatten the hill a little bit, it would totally work. Wonder if there's something I can do to, like, make it so that that's not doing that anymore. I guess I can... If I raise this bit of land... If I just raise all the land here a little bit... Aw, shit. Hang on. Oop. Okay. If I just raise all the land here a little bit... Then, like, there you go. That's kind of problem-solved-ish with that. Maybe even do this. That's kind of cool. I think that, that maybe makes this area look a little less terrible. Let's see, we're in July of year 3. I guess I gotta stick an observation tower somewhere. Always gotta have one of them. I guess the observation tower can just go right here. This is a pretty... I like this. I don't know what I did to cause this. Also, man, I totally screwed up the land here. Park rating is good, 953. Guests in park, over 900. Yeah, we are just chilling. So I think an observation tower here. Maybe I can build a few things heading all the way back. Probably not. I'm just gonna stick this here. That's pretty good. Kind of hate its bright redness. Even that's a little bit better. Though now, what's up with the... This is ugly. No. I don't like that the fence around it is also yellow. I wish it didn't do that. I kind of just don't like this bright red that's in the game, like in general. I think it's kind of ugly. I can give it... I've given the go-karts a weird, like, tiki hut entrances. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way. I'm not sure why the station is still bright red. Color scheme for each park. Yeah, I was thinking, like, if this is Aqua Park, then things should generally be blue. But I kind of gave up on that pretty fast. There's a lot of not blue stuff. And yes, the go-karts do go underground. That looks terrible. Actually, hang on, that looks terrible. The wooden... it puts wooden, like a wooden structure around the station that's like clipping through the floor. We gotta change that back. Canvas style tent also does that. We just want plain style so that it doesn't do that. But yeah, see, look, and then it comes out over here. And then it kind of squiggles around and then goes over that. Yeah, they don't really... I've been thinking this. This has been on my mind. Realistically, we're literally never finishing Rollercoaster Tycoon. I mean, maybe someday we'll finally finish it. But Rollercoaster Tycoon is going to be like such a long game that the wrap-up review section is not going to be for such a long time, right? I've just been thinking about my thoughts on the game, and if I were to wrap it up, what would I even say? I feel like my thing with this game, my main criticism is that I don't actually think scenario play is necessarily that good. Like, every scenario is kind of the same thing. All they can really do is, like, change the starting conditions as far as, like, what's in the park, what's the landscaping like that you have to work with. But then in the end, you kind of just unlock the same rides, you build the same rides. So far, all of the scenarios have been very easy. I don't even really know what a hard scenario would look like. So it's kind of just like, like I'm not sure that I necessarily like the scenarios. Rollercoaster Tycoon. Yeah, I think once we get into the expansions, I know some of them are like, I think one of the expansions has like a ton of 4-year scenarios, and then one of the expansions has a ton of like no time limit scenarios. But at least in this, like the base game ones that we've been doing so far, you know, playing through all the scenarios, it doesn't like ramp up in difficulty. It doesn't really change. It's kind of just like, here's a thing you could do, but then this is RCT1, so there's also not like a free play mode. So it's kind of just like, I don't know. Like, I think that, I think I mentioned this the other day, but I've been watching these YouTube videos where some guy runs, like, open RCT competitions, just, like, design contests in his community. And he just, like, shows off the different things that people made based on the theme of the contest or whatever. And people make the most, like, insanely creative shit. Like, people are straight up out there, like, making art in the Rollercoaster Tycoon engine. And it's just like, yeah, that's kind of the strength of the game. Like, I love, like, the creativity aspects of it, but there's really no, I don't think there's any such thing as, like, a challenging scenario. Any kind of goal they could offer me is just something that I'm eventually gonna do. And so doing a bunch of the goals is not the greatest thing. There are more challenging ones later. I don't even think they're necessary. Like, I'm still very much in the easy ones. I guess so. But, like, and part of this is as well is that I do know the underlying mechanics. Thanks, YouTube. But, like, if they ask you for a huge amount of guests really fast, you just spam build a bunch of pre-built roller coasters, and then a bunch of guests show up. That's it. You don't... It's not hard, probably, still. Like, even if they ask you to do it in a short amount of time. Really, I've not been optimizing my money. The vandalism in the park? Where? I don't know. Maybe I'll be eating my words later. But right now, I just don't think scenario play is that good. It's my hot take. Maybe. I don't think it's that hot of a take, but I don't think scenario play is that great. In the second expansion where you have, yeah, something like that, maybe. A lot of rides just break every 5 minutes. That's pretty typical. When rides get old, they start breaking down constantly. I don't even pay attention to it. It's just the breakdowns are non-stop. What's the downtime on it's only 11%. It must be up most of the time. Thought on recording the intro videos, delete all rides not in view. I guess that's an idea, yeah, and that's less stuff to break down and ruin my shot. That's a good idea. And then, obviously, I just wouldn't save. But yeah, I could do that. I feel like this is the last spot in the park where I don't really have anything built. Everywhere else is kind of built up, except for right back here and right over here. What have we got? What have we got for roller coaster types? Yeah, that's a thing, right? That, hang on. I haven't really assigned... I only have 3 mechanics for the whole park, so on some level this is my fault, and I haven't even assigned them zones. I've been lazy with the mechanics. I tend to just hire a lot, and then just let them do their thing, and hope it works out. But yeah, that's a thing, right? The renew ride, because when rides get old, they break down more and you can't charge as much for them. So it's like, really, if you're trying to optimize your play, you're going to be constantly deleting and rebuilding the same rides. And you're going to be micromanaging that, which nobody in the right mind would do. But OpenRCT2's got the renew button that just kind of auto does that, right? I never fixed this horrible patch of land. Whatever. I think I'm just making things worse. I think I'm just making things worse. I think the strat in a situation like this is to just recontextualize this as like a big retaining wall. And then there you go. That's not a horribly scarred earth. That's a brick retaining wall. Of course. Exactly as intended. I don't even think this needs to be. This can just be like nothing. I really only made things worse. I really only made things worse for myself. Yeah, it's kind of like stuff that you build. The park with the best water rides, great. I'm glad. It's kind of like, yeah, if you... For like long scenarios, really if you're trying to like be a super gamer, you should just put the controller down until like year 3, and then just like panic build everything really fast. I do like my roller coasters. I think this one and this one are both good. This is scenario 10. This is Aqua Park, Everjon. There you go. I think the 2 roller coasters we built towards the start came out pretty good. Oh, right. No, sorry. I renamed it. It's Glove World. Did I rename it? No, I didn't. Nobody ever gave me points for that, so I never renamed it to Glove World. How does this ride even work? Wait, it loads here, and then it goes around there, and then it goes underground here, and then back out up here, and then over there. Man, how is Chris Sawyer so much better at this game than me? I feel like all of his designs, like all of the designs that come pre-built in the scenarios look so good. Like, what the hell, man? Why are you so good at this? He's the roller coaster tycoon. I mean, look at how cool this is. Look at the dueling log flumes. That's so good. I like the little design on it with the... That looks really good. All of this stuff going on in here with the fences. That dude is straight up better than me at Rollercoaster Tycoon, which would make sense because it's his game. Shit, what'd I do? Gee, Love World. Yeah, September year 3, we're renaming it. It's gonna be over in like 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't have much time to build anything truly interesting. I probably can't build this. I probably don't have time. Does this have tight turns? No. It also doesn't even fit here, really. Yeah, I have no idea how we fit this in there. I don't know how this is gonna ever go in. Tiny station, maybe. Why isn't that too high for supports? Oh, because of that. This is just a horrible idea. Building this is just a horrible idea. Roller coaster in the way. I can't even really figure out how to make this possibly fit here. I'd have to do a lot of landscaping. It's still too high. I feel like everything I'm trying to do is also just like not working in an annoying way. Okay, hold up though. It's almost done. We're almost there, actually. No, it doesn't quite fit. Shoot, it... Man, we're close. Hang on, if I just turn this here, then it'll work. perfection. Trying to speedrun building the coaster before the scenario ends. Test it. Honestly, it's not even that bad. Honestly, this is kind of okay. We'll see if, those the speed might be a problem for the stats. Alright, stats are acceptable. It's opening. It's opening. Now we just have the problem of I can't fit the queue line in. Yeah, even if I try to build directly down, we still get stuck. I think we have to do this. Oh yeah, I'm stupid, of course. Just move the start. Just move the start. Doesn't necessarily solve my problem. I'm still not sure how this is gonna work, but... we'll just do... Sorry, beautiful Chris Sawyer landscaping. Sure, that... it's not much of a line. It's not much of a line, but there it is. Masterpiece. Honestly, not that bad. Honestly, not even that bad for building that in 2 seconds. Ideally, we would have brought it over here a little bit. Oh, that's the park. Any day now. Oh no. They've gotten stuck again. Hang on. Well, actually, the ride is also broken down right now, so everyone is still stuck on it. Even though I double closed it, they're all still stuck. Yeah, never build a water slide. Never build a water slide unless you're doing something stupid with it like this, which you also shouldn't build. This is like, there's like a weird discontinuity in there. Like, this looks really bad. This actually looks really bad. I don't know what's going on down there. But any kind of, like, uphill on a water slide that doesn't involve a chain lift is just like you're asking for weirdly weighted guests to ruin your ride. There we go. Hey, Brad. I feel like this part ended up being slightly underbuilt. There's like nothing here. Oh, there we go. Cool. Glove World. Scenario complete. Alright, well, that one was easy, I guess. Overwrite. So that's that. I don't know. I don't know what to say. That's scenario 10, I guess, out of 21 original game scenarios so far. 86 total. I don't know. The scenarios are kind of easy, so my goal is to make them look good, really. Like, pretty much anything you build is going to end up getting you to the goal in 3 years. So I'm trying to make things that, like, maybe look nicer. And it's not working. Aqua Park was a failure. Katie's World was a failure. But next is Millennium Mines. Convert a large abandoned mine from a tourist attraction into a theme park. Alright, so this is just giving us nothing. This is just giving us this train. And then we just have this giant flat surface to work on. Alright. What's the goal here? Yeah, 800. Like, this is literally an easier goal. 800 guests by October year 3. That's the same goal, but less. I don't understand this game. Like, if we go way down, like, what's the hardest one we have access to theoretically is Pacific Pyramids. This is 1000 by the end of year 4, which also feels like it's probably really easy. Also, damn, this park is massive. That's gonna be some work. I kind of wish that, like... The thing is, well, you don't, you unlock scenarios by beating the earlier ones. So, like, I would love to see Jeffrey Gardens or Micro Park. I bet Micro Park is just, like, tiny. I bet that's actually hard. It's second to last. Rainbow Valley. But we have to still beat, like, a number more scenarios in order to get to that, to even see what it is. You can't remove the trees. I see that. Yeah, like, I feel like the scenarios should be doing more like that. They don't really apply any restrictions to you. Maybe if it was, like... Like, I feel like there should be scenarios in this game at this point that are, like... get to this number of guests, no pre-builts, like, custom built roller coasters only, nothing else allowed. Maybe that's a challenge. Or, don't remove the trees, then they put trees everywhere. Or, no landscaping allowed, and then it's like this fucked up, like, super mountainous terrain that you have to build on, stuff like that. I think different things like that might be what I'm looking for out of the scenario play in this game. I love how this is like the same. Oh, it changed. But I like that ride that they show whenever we go into this menu, the main menu, that's got like the roller coaster with the car ride under it is pretty cool looking. Those 3 random squares I could purchase, yeah. I wonder what was up with that. They must have just missed marking those as purchasable or whatever. Like, that's a good looking roller coaster though. I can't build anything like this right now. I'm gonna stop the timer on this game though. Rollercoaster Tycoon will return in a future Tuesday. How are we, as far as like longest games, are we there yet? Yeah, Rollercoaster Tycoon is now the second longest game. I think as of today, it passed Amped to become the second longest game on the Xbox so far. And in like 2 more scenarios, it's gonna pass Morrowind at 31 hours. And then it'll be the longest game, the king. I'm probably scrolling way too fast to actually read. And these, and then this. What is fort anachronism? I think I looked at this before. Yeah, there's like a fort. Like a whole ass fort. It's pretty cool. I think that some of the... I think that I think we did look at this one and the goal was, yeah, 2,500. You start with a massive already built park. So I don't even know what you do to get this thing to 1,200. If it's not it's already at 2,000. I meant to say 2,500. I don't know why I was saying 12. But you only actually have to get like 500 more people into this thing. But also, like, Jesus Christ, look at this. Yeah, you can probably just hit the marketing button and you're in there. This one's pretty, like, crazy, right? What's the goal on this? Finish building all 5 of the partially built roller coasters in this park to have at least an excitement rating of 6.7. That's what I'm talking about. Like, now that's a scenario, right? We might even have to do some of these, like, ahead of schedule. Because I think at the rate I'm playing these scenarios at, I think we're not getting to this one until, like, 2027. So... if we want to play more interesting scenarios early, maybe I should just start mixing in the expansion packs. I think I might want to not do that, though, because there is always a chance that we just finish off the main game scenarios and call it. So I think I want to focus on finishing the main game first, but, like, yeah, this is clearly way better. Like, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool idea for a scenario, I think.